LinkedIn is one of the most powerful free tools on the internet. It's a great way to network, get noticed, and to meet new people. But it's only as good as its profile. You can't update your profile unless you know how to use it correctly. And you need to know a few things before you can even begin. So the first thing you really need to know is that you have to set yourself apart from everyone else. That is a no-brainer, right? I mean, everyone has a LinkedIn profile. They're all there, but yours has to stand out. Hello and welcome to another episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple. I'm your host, Jenny Lyon, and today I wanted to dig in to how you can turn your LinkedIn profile into a high-powered traffic magnet. Let's get into it. People are searching for you, and when they find you, obviously they'll think about you, and they'll think about the things they can do to make their life better, right? And they'll act on that thought. And that's how you create a successful business. You need to become the authority on everything you do. People are spending lots of money trying to do whatever it is that they need help with. So whether that's AdWords or Facebook advertising, right? But what they're missing is the one thing that works on LinkedIn, which is a standout profile. So I bet this sounds really familiar. You've recently taken the time to put together your LinkedIn profile, and you really feel like it showcases everything about you, from your experience, expertise, your credibility. However, you still aren't getting the results that you want. So let's dig into how to fix those things. So first up is to spruce up the aesthetic of your profile. So I am a very strong proponent of squeezing every little bit of potential from a platform to have it work for your business. A well-presented LinkedIn profile with a relevant headshot and very well-created content, it can really mean the difference between landing a client, getting a referral, or even potentially losing a client or a prospect. And you have a lot of space to work with, and you really need to optimize that space for maximum impact. So there are several ways to add some flair to your LinkedIn profile. One of the best pieces of advice that I ever received is what's called optimizing your profile for profile aesthetic, right? As you aren't necessarily adding SEO keywords, but you're tailoring the look of your profile to your target audience. So you want to include your profile photo, upgrade your cover photo, and use boldface or italics to highlight those most important keywords. So your profile is really all about curb appeal, right? And that kind of falls into two places: your profile photo and the cover photo. You really have to focus on those two features before you can really improve the overall appearance of your profile. So here's a little tip. Your profile photo, it should really help your profile stand out from the crowd. So you want it to make you look more professional, and you want it to also help you make connections with other people. And so you want to find an image that is professional and high quality, and something that will highlight your personality and your business. The key really is to appeal the needs of the person that you're trying to attract. Tip number 2, there are 2 main things to consider when adding a cover photo: what should be said and where to display it. So your default LinkedIn profile cover photo, it really should be solid, easy to read, and it should define a tagline that grabs attention and pulls people in. So if you're not quite sure how to do all of those things, please reach out. We're actually running a promo right now on redesigning LinkedIn profiles. So please jump over to jennylyon.com/LinkedIn to check it all out. All right, next step is to write compelling profile copy. When it comes to using LinkedIn, many of us treat our profiles kind of like resumes, right? You see that again and again. You know, we want to be brief and professional, but at the same time, we really need to convey who we are and what we offer, which generally translates into boring, right? And with your target audience in mind, you really need to create that content that's going to be engaging. So instead of focusing on where you went to school or what your favorite activities are, or what you do in your free time, think about what you'd like your prospects to be and who you'd like them to be. So highlight key resources, services, and what makes you stand out. You should really make it interesting. So add some pizzazz there and write it to appeal to the type of people that you want to attract. Next step is to build out that about section. So the biggest mistake that I see people make is utilizing the about section like they do the one on their website. No, wrong. This is prime real estate, right? And it's the perfect place to showcase your services and do it in a way that does have some pizzazz. It's a chance to tell your personal brand story. So use that about section to summarize you, your experience, and what you can do for them. Highlight how to reach you. Maybe even have a link to your calendar or your key services. Why is working with you worth the investment? Next is to jazz up that experience section. So the first thing that you should do is really change your job title to resonate with your target audience. Don't inflate it to sound important. You definitely want to be authentic here. This way you won't be sending up any type of red flags, that you're exaggerating or misrepresenting yourself. LinkedIn is a great way to show off your best experience. If you had, a job in customer service 20 years ago, but now you're a super successful high-level coach, what do you think should be front and center, right? Remember, you only have a few characters to enter in your actual job title, but you can add relevant keywords there and make yourself pop out from everyone else. Next is to fill in that skills and endorsements section. So it's essential to have a lot of endorsements for skills that represent your best talents and your best offerings. This will help make you more believable, right? And people will believe these statements about your skills and your talents, which will support your personal brand and help you get that next client. So reach out to your connections, request from current and past clients, and don't forget about colleagues as well. Everyone has a LinkedIn profile. So, really network with your audience to get that skills and endorsements section filled out. Then you want to complete the rest of your profile. So all too often, when my team and I do LinkedIn redesigns, we see that the resources and recommendation areas are usually completely blank or very lackluster. And when it comes to online business and selling online, having a really accurate, well-populated profile is really crucial. You want to make sure that you fill out all the sections in your profile as completely as possible. It doesn't matter how many resources are in your profile, as long as they're relevant to what people are looking for. So you can list things like top blog posts or a link to your lead magnet or links to your podcasts. You get the idea. The more relevant these are to what people are searching for, the better off that you are going to be. And here's a last little tip. Users with complete profiles are about 40 times more likely to receive opportunities through LinkedIn than users who don't. So keep that in mind. And again, if you need help with LinkedIn, please reach out, as we are offering a really great promo right now on LinkedIn profile redesign. So you might want to take advantage of that. All right, so what did we learn today? So number one, you want to spruce up your profile. A well-presented LinkedIn profile with well-curated content and a relevant headshot can really mean the difference between landing a client, getting a referral, or losing a client or a prospect. Number two is to write compelling profile copy. You want to write this copy with your target audience in mind, but keep it really engaging. Number three is to build out that about section. This really is prime real estate to showcase your services, and you can do it in a way that adds some pizzazz so you stand out. Number 4 is to jazz up that experience section. You don't want to inflate it to sound more important than you are. Make sure that you're staying really authentic. This way you won't be sending up any types of red flags, that you're exaggerating. And number 5 is to fill in those skills and endorsements section. It's really essential to have a lot of endorsements for the skills that represent your best talents and your best offerings. And last but not least is complete the rest of your profile. You want to fill out all of those sections within that profile completely. It doesn't matter how many resources are in your profile, as long as they're relevant and you're offering value to the people that are looking for you and people that will become your next client. And LinkedIn is a social networking site. I mean, it has over 400 million members in over 200 countries, and it's used by people looking for new opportunities and connections. So in addition to the hundreds of people that you connect with on LinkedIn, millions of content creators are on the site as well. And that's a big reason why you need to make sure that your profile stands out. And it does take time. It takes effort to really properly execute a strong LinkedIn profile that's going to attract your ideal client. So you really need to be consistent in your efforts and authentic in your message. And you need to provide solutions for the problems that potential clients are facing. You need to offer something of value that your audience wants to engage with. And you have a lot to offer, you do. So what do you need to do to get started? Well, you could start with a LinkedIn audit and a redesign. I definitely suggest that. And that's something that we do all the time for our team. We have a team of experts, and, each one of our clients who've had a facelift by our team, they are so excited about it and immediately start to get increased connections and leads. And that special offer that we have running for March, we're really excited about. It's the first time we've ever done it. So we are offering a LinkedIn audit, rewrite and redesign. I can't even believe this, for $297, which is insane because it's usually way more expensive than that, but we thought it would be a fun promo to do for March. If you like what you hear, please jump over to jennylyon.com/LinkedIn to check it out. And my team and I would love to help dial out your plan for LinkedIn and really turn it into a high profile traffic magnet for you this year. And of course, if you have any questions at all, you can always schedule a call with me at jennylyon.com/chat. But either way, I hope that you found these tips helpful, and I hope that you're on your way to really fleshing out that LinkedIn profile and, really getting it into a high-powered traffic magnet, which it definitely can be. All right, well, that's all I have for you this week. I will see you next time on another episode of Digital Marketing Made Simple. See you soon.